And we are live. It is the Wolfer Power Hour. I'm your host, Drew Wolfer, yours truly, bringing you the Bitcoin levels, bringing you the Bitcoin trades, bringing you the live analysis on Bitcoin or whatever the F it is that you put in the comments section every single day. We're taking gains. We're up over $1,000 on a long position right now. I'm going to pop it up on the screen so that you know exactly what time it is and so that you know that it is real, baby. So let's move Drew out of the screen just really quick. We'll move me just all the way over here. Boom. As you can see, $459 in profit, guaranteed, locked in right now in realized P&L down in the kind of middle to the bottom right. And then you can see we're still up over $650. I'm going to give you the exact strategy that got me into this trade. I'm going to give you the exact levels that got me into this trade. I'm going to show you exactly why I exited and am planning to exit at the levels that I'm planning to exit at. And then I am also going to show you what my exact strategy is for shorting and longing Bitcoin here, because there is a schlong that is going to get whipped out on this stream, most likely. And I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going to be shorting, where I'm going to be longing, exactly why. And you're going to know exactly why all of this stuff is happening and exactly how we are taking $1,000 gains sometimes on a daily basis. I mean, this is actually really good stuff. I'm super excited and I'm, extremely grateful to be able to share this with people live and show everybody technical analysis. It's something I'm passionate about. I love teaching it. I love watching it. I love just being able to do it live for people. Literally yesterday, we showed a master class, absolute master class on friggin' trend lines, dude. And it was lovely. It was lovely. We saw a massive setup on IOTA. XRP is going absolutely insane right now. Bitcoin is absolutely going through the roof. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's see what we can do. And let's do a little bit of XRP analysis today as well. We got Adrian Kent in the comment section. Appreciate you, my man. Anybody that is watching on Twitter, click the link to this video and come over to the YouTube stream. I promise you, it is much more fun over here. You can comment on the video. I can reply to you. You can drop whatever it is that you want me to look at in the comments section. We're going to talk about all the key levels. We're going to show you the trades. We're going to show you everything. And you know how I get down. That's just what we're going to do. So first and foremost, if you like content like this, obviously make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe so that you know whenever I'm going live so that you can take these trades that are, this was a $4,000 trade that is, as it sits right now, has made me $1,000. That's a 25% ROI in one day on $4,000. If you're a trader and you're taking $4,000 on a daily or even a weekly basis and making $1,000 on it, dude, if you're watching these streams and following these trades, you are making ridiculous gains. So if you want to make ridiculous gains, continue watching the streams. If you want your friends, all the people that you care about to make ridiculous gains, share this content, man. Share the YouTube video. Share it on Twitter. I stream on YouTube and Twitter every single day. Share it, comment, like, get it into the algorithm. Let's go out and make some money together, right? So first and foremost, we are going to get into why we're in a long trade and how that long trade is in profit by literally $1,000 right now. So first thing and foremost, you already know what time it is. We got to get a baby Drew on the screen. We got the baby Drew. He's down in the bottom section. Love it. Let's get into it, right? Okay, so we've got $460 in realized profit that is already taken. We have another $670 in unrealized profit that we could take right here, but this is where our take profit level actually is, okay? Our take profit level is right here at about 99.9, and I'm going to show it to you right here. $99,896, baby. That's where we're trying to take that second level of profit. Guess what we're also going to do at $99,896? You guessed it. We're going to short. We are going to start opening our short positions. We're just going to nibble. We're going to put $1,000 on it. We want to put like anywhere from a $5,000 to $8,000 position potentially on this. Now, granted, we have run this account up from $3,000, just trading from $3,000 and then scaling our positions as we profited up to over $11,000 as it sits right now. I think we're almost up to 12,000, right? So we've almost 4x'd this account in literally just a couple of weeks since we've been streaming. right? Which is awesome. Then we've got another key level at 101.045 that we want to open up a little bit bigger of a short on, and then 102.045. So I'm going to show you exactly why I have these trades set up. But first and foremost, I want to show you the trade that is winning right now to the tune of about $1,150 in 24 hours, baby. If people aren't taking $1,000 gains overnight, I mean, that's tough. That's tough. And I want to make it very 100% clear. You're not going to make $1,000 gain every single friggin' day. Okay, that's not, I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong. Like, we've been doing it. Don't get me wrong. Like, we've been taking $400 gains, $500 gains, $1,000 gains, $2,000 gains, $3,000 gains, $2,500 gains. We've been taking those sometimes consistently on a daily basis. But my point is that not every single day are you going to take $1,000 gain, right? If you can go and get an order like this, right? If you look at my position history, if you can go and get an order like this, $75, take it. $138, take it. And then you're going to get your big wins like this, or like the one that I have open right now, $1,100. Great. And then you're going to get your bigger wins like your 580s, your 450s, your $235, your $1,900 wins. And if you're taking losses that look like this, $234, I mean, look at how many wins we had as opposed to our 2 losses that you can see on the screen, right? And then we come down here, we see a few more losses, but these losses are so minimal compared to the gains that we're taking. It doesn't even matter, okay? And this is proper risk management at its finest, because on a position like this, where you're taking a $2,600 profit, this $234, and I said this on the stream yesterday, you could lose $234 11 times in a row, and you're still profitable on this $2,600 trade. So that means I could have won once and lost 11 times in a row, and I would still have like $60 profit. Like, it's pretty crazy, dude, to be honest with you. Now, I want to show people some risk management stuff right here. So, okay, say you have $1,000 and you're only risking 1% of your portfolio on a trade, meaning that you're only going to lose up to 1% of your portfolio on any given trade. You can literally lose 100 times in a row, and you would still have almost 65% of your portfolio left over. You would literally still have $362 left over of your $1,000 if you $366 if you lost 100 trades in a row at a 1% risk to reward ratio. That same 100 trades, if you lost 100 trades in a row at 2% risk that you're taking on each trade, you would still have $132, which means you would be down 87%. But my point is how many people really lose 100 trades in a row? Okay. Now, to take that to the other perspective, if you win 100 trades at 1% wins, you take that $1,000 and you turn it into $2,700. If you win 2% on your trades and you win 100 trades, you have taken your account from $1,000 up to $7,244. And spoiler alert, if you do that for 233 trades at 2% wins on your trades, you now have a $100,000 account. You turned $1,000 into $100,000 by winning 2% 233 times, right? So would that take a while? Absolutely. But my point is that with proper risk management, you will not blow your account, okay? So make sure that you are properly mitigating your risk. So why did we get into this long trade that's now made us, potentially $1,000, right? Okay, let's get into the charts. I'm going to show you exactly why we got into that, right? And we keep our charts extremely simple, right? What do we have on our charts? We have an FRVP. We have our moving averages. We have a downward sloping trend channel that's a macro trend channel from the all-time high, right? Let my chart load a little bit. I don't know what the heck's going on here. I'm just going to refresh it. Listen to the music. Let that DJ Craigie play. Shout out DJ Craigie for the music, baby. All right, so as you can see, we have an upward sloping trend or a downward sloping trend channel that dates all the way back to the all-time high, and the bottom end of this trend channel dates back to even before the all-time high, right? So we have essentially 4 things on our chart, right? Which is this right here, Okay. We have this right here, which is this downward sloping trend channel. We have the FRVP, which gives us three things, right? The value area high, the value area low, and the point of control. Okay. And then we have this support and resistance line. That's all we have. And then obviously our dynamic moving averages, right? Okay. So we made a prediction on what the moving averages were going to do yesterday. Let's see if our prediction held true here in just a second. But here's my point. This is why I flipped long here. If you look and you see my average long price, it's $95,850. How, Sway? Why, Sway? You don't know the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't been doing the education. That's a gold chart. That's my bad. Drew, why do you trade? Well, I try to make $1,000 a day, or at the very least $500 a day, or, you know, even 97 bucks or 76 bucks a day, so that I can afford to be bougie and drink the most crisp water known to mankind. The beautiful Italian Acqua Panna. That's all I care about. Just give me some good water, man. Maybe some cigars and some espresso, and we're good to go. That's all I trade for, so I can afford espresso, Acqua Panna, and a few cigars. You should too. The Acqua Panna, at least. Like, drink Acqua Panna. Drink natural spring water, man. I'm not saying smoke cigars, but, you know, if you want to, you want to. Hey, if you got one vice and it's cigars, hey, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. So let's get into it. All right. 94.8. That was our entry, right? We know that. 94.850. Why was that our entry? Well, if you look, that 94.8 level is where we kind of fell here, caught, tried to pump back up, got rejected at the 200, fell below it, tried to pump back up, reclaim the level and the moving averages, and then we got rejected, fell down to the value area low. Then we came back up, got rejected at the same exact level, fell down to the value area low just before it, then got rejected at the same level. We kind of kissed it here. I get it. It's not a full rejection. This is an absolute full rejection where we actually hit the level, came all the way back down into the middle of this kind of value area low and point of control. Boom, came back up, tried to retest it, kissed it with we actually pierced it with a wick right here, came all the way back down to the value area low, pierced the value area low, came back up, right? So boom, then we came back up and I was like, all right, if we break through this level and we bullishly back test it, this is where I want to enter long, and I want to target the point of control, and then I want to target the upward end of this trend channel, right? So that's exactly what I did. I entered here at 95,850, right? Boom. And then we targeted the point of control, right? And that is where our, you can see our order history. Let's see. Order history. Close long. Okay, so close long. Guess where we took that? 98.3, right? Where's the point of control? Right here at 98.4, man. So we take it a little bit. We front ran it, okay? Then once we popped back above the point of control and we claimed it, then my next take profit is going to be right here, just shy of $100,000. Where's your take profit on this, Drew? Just shy of $100,000. We're sitting there at 99.9. Okay. So then what happens at that level? Well, since we have claimed this level, this point of control, and then we got our confirmation candle here, I'm going to break down confirmation candle for you. This is the candle that broke through this level, right? The point of control, which we knew was an extremely, extremely reputable level because of how many times it has been respected in the past, right? Look at all these times, right? So we did that. We said, okay, this broke through the point of control. This candle right here confirmed it because it closed above the close of this candle, right? So we said, okay, we have closed above the point of control. We came back and back tested it right on the wick of this candle. So I was like, okay, that's good. So what did I do? Nothing. I literally put in an order for a long at the point of control now. 98.5. Where's the point of control? 98,450. I'm waiting for a retest of this, and I'm going to pick up what I sold here. I'm going to re-pick it back up now that we have confirmed this level. Boom, because I take profits, baby. No one's going to laugh at me for taking $460 profit overnight. Overnight, baby. We took that profit overnight, okay? And having $700 more in unrealized profits on my trade. So what I do is if we come back down here, I literally double back down on my position, and guess where my stop loss is? 98,301. Why is it there, Sway? Because 98,301 is just under the point of control. I know if we get back under that, I don't want to be in this trade anymore. I'm going to stop out in profit. I'm good on that, right? I'll probably have $1,000 profitable trade. My risk to reward on this is literally, I'll show you exactly what my risk to reward is on this trade. If I enter at 98.5, boom. My risk to reward on this trade is 11 to friggin' 1, dude. 11 to friggin' 1. So I'm going to walk you through my entire thought process on this, right? Okay, so we entered here. We came up, we took our first take profit, right? We're aiming for our second take profit here. If that happens, I'm immediately opening a short position here because I know that this is a massive, massive level of resistance from this upward or this downward trending channel. It's the upward resistance on this trend channel is right at about $100,000. So not only am I going to exit the other 0.2 of my Bitcoin there, right, as you can see from my take profit, but I'm also going to start nibbling on a short position for a small short position. It's going to be 0.1 Bitcoin, right? Now, say we come back down here and we retest this and I get my fill. I'm not targeting this area. I'm targeting this area. Why? Because if I get this fill and then I take my 0.2 Bitcoin that I have right now off at 99,000 and then I flip that to a short, guess what? I have another 0.2 Bitcoin in a long from way down here that I can target the value area high if we continue through this or wick through this, right? So then what do? That is offsetting because you will have 0.2 on a long position from here, right? Then you will have 0.2 on a short position from here. So those will be offsetting each other and you will have locked in all the gains from your long trade that you took all the way down here for about $1,100, right? That's if that happens. Now, if it doesn't, I'm still closing my position out here and I'm going to be shorting. But if I get this fill and I take profit up here, guess what I'm going to do up there? At 101.45, I'm going to be entering a short position. Why are you entering the short position there? Because I'm basically front running this value area high right here at about $101,000, right? Okay, so I have a 10x risk to reward ratio. Big whoop. So then I'm going to enter another short position here. Then my stop loss is going to be at $103,547, and I'm probably going to bring that down to about 103 exactly. Why am I putting my stop loss there? Because I have one more order that I'm willing to take a short position at about $102,000, which is right here. $102,000. That's our previous range. If we hit that, I'm going to be in a 0.5 Bitcoin short, and my average will be probably about $101,000, maybe 101,250, right at this value area high. So the reason why I'm placing my stop loss right up here at about 103,000 is because if we go through this high right here, it was at 102,735. If we get above 102,735, not only have we broken this channel, not only have we left the value area high in the dust, but we've also created a higher high on this, which means that we have officially broken that market structure to the downside, right? Okay, so that's why I'm going to be doing that. Now, if we get up here and then we kind of like, let's say we get up to about, the value area high, what I would then do is pull a fib, okay? And I would say, here's my exit criteria, right? I pull my fib from the bottom up here and it'll tell me, here's your exit would be at about 98.5, right? That's your first exit opportunity. And guess where my exit is? 98.6. Starting to make sense now? That would be my first exiting opportunity. My second exiting opportunity would be at 96.7, which is right here where we saw all of this bullish consolidation, which is where I entered my first long trade, right? And guess where your full target is going to be? All the way down here at about 93.8, where the Fibonacci golden pocket 0.618 is. You could also take profits right here at the 95.8 level and the 95.2 level. So this is where you're going to be getting your price targets from. Now, say that this price target takes us all the way up to you know, the 103 level, which I think it, you know, might, then these price targets, these kind of like where you would exit your position targets on your shorts would change a little bit, but it doesn't change them drastically. You'd be exiting at 99.7, 97.7, which is right at the top end of where we consolidated and where we broke out, and then about $96,000, which coincides with this previous support level. So those are the trades that I'm taking right now, and exactly why I'm taking those trades right now. Okay, now I do kind of hope that we come down here and I get that fill and I can play that out exactly how I was just talking about, where I literally take my 0.2 Bitcoin long here, and then we write it up. I take 0.2 Bitcoin off the table here, and then I start a short. And then I'm non-directional. I have no way to lose money because I have a short for 0.2 Bitcoin and I have a long for 0.2 Bitcoin. Then we come up here, and this 0.2 Bitcoin that I entered long here, I take it off of the table here in profit. Let's see how much profit that would be actually. On that long, if I took that profit at 101, that would be another $500 in profit. I don't know why this thing is bugging out. Yeah, another $500 in profit. And then what I would do is enter my second leg of my short position here. Now, if it continues to move up to this, then I would start to be in a little bit of a loss, but that's why we pick up our last leg here, and then we put our stop loss right above 103. So we'll call it 103.058, and I'm actually going to alter that right now. How do we do this? Okay, 103. And we're just going to copy and paste that. Confirm. 103.058. 103.058. And 103.058. So our risk parameters on this are like super strong, man. I mean, we stand to lose very minimal money. We're talking $400 if we lost money on this one. We're talking $300 if we lost money on this one, and we're talking $200, so call it 400 plus 500, $900, right? But remember, we're also in a long position that is going to be playing against those, right? So we could make another $300 on the long, right, on the way up, and take that potential loss from $900 all the way down to $600 on an almost $6,000 position, right? So that's pretty good risk to reward ratio. And honestly, like, it's solid risk management. So do we have the ability to continue climbing here? I do believe that we do, but I think we're going to reach massive resistance here. Let's get this long position off. We're going to reach massive resistance here at the 100K level. First off, it's a psychological level. Second off, you've got the downward sloping trend channel, right? These do tend to break up. We could break out of this, right? But as many times as we break out of stuff like this, we can fall right back into it, right? Which is what I could potentially see happening. So long as we stay under this level right here, my bias is downward, right? My bias is that the market is trending downwards, because if we don't set a higher high than this, we could come all the way up to here and it's still a lower high, right? So that's market structure. Lower highs and lower lows, that's what it would be, right? And I'm going to point this out to you and show you exactly what I mean. And I'm just going to take everything off of the chart so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about, right? High, low, high, lower high, lower low. If we come up here, lower high, we're probably going to come down here and set another lower low, is my opinion, right? So just understand that. And if you really want to know where it could be potentially going, take the lows, man. Like, okay, start at this low, connect these, drag it over, okay? And you could see where we could be potentially going. So if it takes us all the way over there, right? If you connect these lows, bam, bam, your trend channel's taking you down to a potential $88,000 Bitcoin, maybe $87,000 Bitcoin, if we set a lower high here. That's what the charts are saying, right? And again, if we set a lower high here, right, this is where our lower high could be. But even if we don't set it right and get rejected at this level, we could still set a lower high and continue downwards, right? It's not going to nullify the fact that we're still trending down, in my opinion, okay? Until we regain this high. We have to regain this high right here, which is at about the $93,000 range. So that's what we're seeing on Bitcoin right now. Let's see what everybody's saying in the comments section. Yesterday's 4 o'clock candle predicted the CPI pump. Let's go look at it. Talking about this one right here. I assume you're talking about this one right here, right? Where we regained this level and then back tested it. That's why I entered here. Actually, that's exactly why I entered here. So if you're talking about this candle, and it seems that Dexter is 100% talking about this candle, I do believe that you have a valid point here. We were talking about this just so that everybody understands what he's talking about. We were talking about this in the stream yesterday where I said this area right here predicted that PPI was going to come in good. And that the evidence I had for that was this upward trajectory and the massive volume on these two candles right here. And I said we could have probably front ran PPI data, entered along here and made a bunch of money. And then what Dexter's saying is this candle coming in with massive volume comparatively to the candles around it, right? Look at this candle's volume right here. Look at the volume of that candle compared to the volume around it. Could have predicted like, hey, this is institutions buying, saying that, you know, it's pretty in line with all the institutional buying that was over here. So yeah, actually I kind of forward tested this, boom, right? So yeah, I mean, that's why we're in a, you know, $1,000 profitable long right now, which is great. So we're going to keep testing this month over month and see, and we might come out with an indicator. Let's see what else is going on. Cup and handle since yesterday at 4 p.m. now negated by CPI pump. I don't see a cup and handle on the hourly chart. Unless you, I mean, it's a very, it's not a great cup and handle, right? Say this is, I would say this is probably what you're talking about, right? This is the cup and handle. Yeah. If you're talking about this, I mean, it broke out, you know, it broke out and we've hit probably the target. Yeah. We're actually extended over the top of the target, right? So yeah, that's a nice little, you're kind of right. You know, that is kind of like a little cup and handy, baby. And then obviously we had this little cup and handle right here, right? That we saw, and then it broke out too. So where's my, I didn't do the cup and handle on this chart, did I? Like my 5-year-old drawing of a cup and handle. I didn't do that on this chart. In any case, I want to do my moving average predictions, right? You see this right here. It's my moving average predictions folder. We did moving average predictions like, hey, this is where I think the moving averages are going to be. We drew them on the chart. Let's see how they played out. They're pretty friggin' close, man. The 200 is starting to cross below the 100. The 100 continued to trend up. This is the 100, right? Yeah, I mean, like, where did we do this? Did we do this on the, yeah, okay, so here's the 100. Let's zoom in. This is good stuff, man. So, okay, this is where the 9 started. I said the 9's going to start curling up. Obviously, it did, right? Look at where the 9 is. It's got the same type of trajectory on my, you know, 5-year-old drawing. Boom, up, right? It's got the same trajectory. The 20 started to trend up just under the 9. It's following it exactly. The 50 kept trending up. It hit the exact line that we were talking about. Dude, this is actually super legendary. Like, this was one hell of a prediction. I'm actually super proud of myself here. This was our prediction on the 100. Continues to curl up, and then it crosses over the 200. It's literally doing it right now as we speak, and then the 200 continues to trend downwards until it crosses the 100, and it's doing it right now. Like, we predicted the moving averages to a friggin' T. That's funny, man. That's funny. TA is fun, man. Math is math, dude. Math is so cool, and understanding the charts to a fundamental level, dude. Somebody should clip that and like show everybody, you know, what the hell's going on over here on this channel, because we're taking, you know, thousands of dollars in gains overnight. We're predicting moving averages. Like, we're predicting literal bounces. And like, dude, I mean, this stuff is just insane. I love this. I love this. Now, one thing that we could be potentially seeing here is a bull flag that's forming. And let's see where the target of that bull flag. I mean, this is a very immature bull flag. We got to wait it out and see where, see where this thing lands. But I mean, this could take hours to play out. Guess where that target would be taking us? Somewhere in the 102 to, if we broke out over here, to about 102.5 range. Dude, where are my orders at? Isn't that wild? We knew these levels before we even looked at the bull flag, right? 102, 99, or 100, and 101. I mean, the 75% measured move on this is right around 101, right here, right? Bam. I mean, dude, like, this stuff is... Dude, TA is powerful, man. I don't care what anybody says. If you're not looking at TA, let's see. We'll see how this one-day bull flag plays out. Bam. That's looking good, man. Okay, so let's go look at XRP. XRP went absolutely bonkers, man. XRP went stupid, dumb, wild, insane. How do you set up the value area high, value area low, point of control on TradingView? Dude, that's super easy. I'll give you a tutorial on it right now. Okay, so say that you want to pull a fixed range on XRP. Right? All you do is you go to this little indicator right here, fixed range volume profile. It looks like a little flag with kind of like a person that has no arms and legs, right? Or you can go right over here and you can find it. Or you can go right here to indicators, fixed range volume profile. I have it favorited, right? Or you can fixed range, boom, pull it up, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to click on it. So then say that you want the fixed range of this, right? You click it right here and you drag it to the next candle that you want to pull the volume profile on, and you'll see it. It'll take a second to load, but it'll pull up the value area high, the point of control, and the value area low of that range, right? So obviously we don't want that range because I don't give a crap about that range. It's not significant enough range for me to care about. Dude, okay, man, like, again, TA, man, this level is literally labeled. Look at this level. What is this? What is this level labeled? Must hold. You must hold this level. And look what happened. You held the level and then you broke out. This is from a previous stream where somebody asked me to look at XRP and I said, dude, you have to hold this level and your last line in the sand is going to be this level right here. And look at it. Friggin' respected. And then you got up and you held this level. And then guess what? Big pump, baby. Big pump. This is why TA is so powerful, in my opinion, because it allows you to call stuff like this out. Okay, let's see what the measured move is on that. Dude, you took 37% gains if you paid attention to that level. That is nuts. That is nutty. So anyways, my point is that we've already done the TA on XRP. And I basically said, look, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing almost like a bull pennant. As long as you hold this level, eventually you're going to break above this as long as you hold these two levels right here. The must hold level and this support right here. It came up, tested it, came up, tested it. Then it broke through it. Guess what it did? It went up to that previous support or this previous resistance that I had already called out. It rejected off of it. You got a massive, great bullish entry. Dude, this was a legendary trade. I mean, this is the power of TA. I called this out probably, what was this? December 21st. I probably called this out at the beginning of January. I probably called this out 2 weeks ago when we were right here. And I said, you got to hold this level, right? I probably called this out 2 weeks ago. I said, here's your trade. You back test this level, boom, you're going to blast off, dude. And then guess what you did? You blasted off. You took a long trade for an absolute animal of a gain. I mean, look at that friggin' risk to reward on that, dude. Like, that is an insane, insane risk to reward. If you rode this all the way up here, you had a 10x risk to reward on that, and you rode 37% up. If you just took it right here, dude, you still had a 4x risk to reward ratio because your stop loss would have been back inside of this channel. All you had to do, literally, is watch my stream, pay attention if you were the guy that asked about XRP, and enter at the level that I told you. If we break it and then we get rejected here, we're coming back down here, you enter, you target this, and then you see what happens, right? And whenever we got up to this level, look what started to happen. Massive, massive volume that pushed us up back to that level and through it, and then you knew what was about to happen there. Big pump, baby. Big, big pump, baby. So where could we retrace to? First and foremost, this level and the 50 moving average. These moving averages are now in a bullish formation, okay? There's been bullish news that's come out on XRP that could have helped this pump as well. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's do a fib on this and see if we go all the way on this move from here. Where could we retrace to potentially? Dude, I mean, dude, TA, man. T friggin' A. You want to make money? Dude, pay attention to what we're doing on this friggin' channel, man. This is all free. I'm giving all of this knowledge away for friggin' free. The 50, the 0.5 lines up with the 50 moving average, right? Let's zoom in. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. 50 moving average, the 0.5, which is right before the golden pocket, right? The golden pocket lines up with this level right here, this previous resistance level that we came up and tested, got rejected from, and then blasted through with conviction. And then we friggin' back tested it right here and blasted off. This is your entry on a long, period. Your entry on a potential long is literally right here. That's a fib. I'm getting too excited, man. Dude, I mean, this is textbook stuff. And then what do? You target the all-time high. Or damn it. You target the previous high, right? And you set your stop loss just below this 100 moving average. And if you really want to be super conservative with it, you set it under the low of this consolidation range where you saw this massive volume at. And you've got a 4.5x risk to reward ratio. Honestly, if you come down here to $2.62, $2.67 range, that's a buy. This is where you would put your first order. This is where you would put your second order. This is where you would put your stop loss. Even if you averaged in right here in the middle of this at the 50, you still have a 3x risk to reward on this. I mean, insane gains to be made on that trade, right? So pay attention to what's happening on XRP. Does anybody have anything else that they want me to look at? Drop it in the comments section below. We're going to go and take a look at ETH, okay? Boom. Let's see what we had on ETH. Dude, textbook. ETH, textbook move. Bounced from the value area low, back up to the point of control, dude. This stuff doesn't get better. This stuff does not get better than this, okay? My guess is if Bitcoin starts to roll over at the 100K range, you're going to see these alts falling. You're going to see ETH coming back down here to this point of to this value area low, potentially to the 3K range. You're going to see XRP, which is right here. You're going to see it coming back down here to the $2.62 range, potentially even back down to this, right? This downward trending channel. So long as you stay above this, you're bullish on XRP, period. So long as you stay above this, you're bullish on XRP. Okay. Now, technically, if you set a lower low than this, you're not bullish anymore. So you really want to stay above $2.34. So I'll give you that disclaimer. Let's look at ETH. What's ETH about to do? I mean, next area of interest on ETH is going to be $3,441. Okay. So you could take a long here at the point of control. If you really wanted to, set your stop loss. This is going to be not the greatest risk to reward ratio. So I don't know if I would be entering long here. Okay. I'm going to show you why. Because you're targeting this and your downside is probably going to be below the 200. So you've got like a 1-to-1 risk to reward on this. I don't like this. This is not bull flagging. There's massive volume here. I don't like this trade. I would not trade this. Now, if you came back down here and tested the 200 moving average, That's a good long trade. And then you put your stop loss below the 100 and where the 100 and the 50 are probably going to meet. And then you've got a 2.5x risk to reward ratio just targeting this previous resistance right here, which we now flipped to resistance. It used to be support, right? We flipped it from resistance. Well, okay. We flipped it from support to resistance here. Then we flipped it from support or resistance to support here. Then we flipped it again. We flipped it again. We flipped it again. It really, really respected it here. We flipped it again. Boom. Rode up to this resistance. We flipped it again to support or to resistance. From support to resistance. Bam. We come over here. We see it. And then we ride it back up here. And then that's where your first take profit level would be. Where's your second one? Right here. Where's your third one? Right here. So you're looking at 3450. Called 3440. Then you're looking at 3600. Then you're looking at about 3700. And then after that, you're looking to take it all the way up here, man. All the way up here to the 4K range. That's what's going on ETH. Does anybody have something that they can drop in the comments section? I know that the only coins that everyone is looking at, we've got 36 people on this stream in between Twitter and YouTube. Somebody's got to have a coin that they want me to look at. You're not just trading ETH. You're not just trading XRP. You're not just trading Bitcoin. We have all the levels and the analysis on that. I've got 14 more minutes because I got to get off 5 minutes early. If you are looking at something, drop it in the comments section below, and we will absolutely take a look at it. I want to show you one that has been absolutely doing some crazy stuff. Sui has been defining all logic. Okay, Sui defines all logic. Okay, so this is Sui. All right, if you want to look at Sui, this is Sui in a nutshell. This is your resistance level right here. This is your support level right here, right? Now, I already kind of noticed something here. It looks like we have a downward sloping trend line. Right here, okay? Now, why did I draw it here and I didn't take this into account? Because I don't care about this. This is what we call an outlier that literally, as soon as we got above it, it came right back in and then respected it again. It respected it here, it respected it here, it respected it here, here, and then all the way over here, yet again, respects it one more time. Now, if you want to get really technical about it, you can draw another line here, right? And then you can zoom out. Whoops. You can zoom out a little bit and bring this line way down here, right to the previous support. And you are in kind of like a falling wedge pattern, right? If you look. Because again, this is an outlier, man. I don't take this into account. This is where the majority of price action has happened. So technically you are still in a wedge pattern, a falling wedge at that on Sui, okay? So in my opinion, you just tag the top end of that wedge. You're looking to enter here at $4.42, $4.28. I mean, this is a short opportunity. This is actually a good trade that you could take. If you look at the short position calculator, if you took this trade right here, right? You're targeting all the way down here. You've got a 3x risk to reward on this, right? And if you just say, okay, if we go above this resistance right here, I don't want to be in this trade. And if you want to be super conservative, you say, if we get above this resistance line, I don't want to be in this trade. You've got a 5.5x risk to reward on this. I mean, this might be a good one to nibble on, to be honest with you, on a short position for Sui, to be honest with you. I'm going to go look at... I might enter this trade live here because I like this. This is why we do these streams, man. Like, and I would appreciate if people give me the coins that they're looking at, because these are just the coins that I'm looking at, man. Like, I want to see what you guys are looking at, because I can find trades potentially in coins that you guys are looking at. Okay, so I would be okay entering right up here at about $4.84. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to reclaim the 200 moving average. We're having a really hard time doing it. Yeah, $4.84. Let's call it. Do it. 3x leverage. We're not doing anything crazy. $4.83.98, right? Let's see how much this puts us at. If we enter a 200 Sui position, that would not. We don't want it. We want to do like a $200 position because this is an altcoin. This thing could run. I've gotten screwed on SUI before, man. So call it 400 SUI. What would our take profit and stop loss be? Let's look at that. Okay, so our stop loss, I would probably place my stop loss because I'm trying to enter here at about $4.83. My stop loss would be at about $4.95. Call it $4.95. Okay, so $4.96.13, right? Okay, so we would literally lose $5 on this position. Are we sure that this is a $200 position? I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not. I feel like this thing's lying to me. Our take profit. I feel like it's lying to me, man. Our take profit would be $4.45. Call it $4.45. 4.4513. We would only make $15 on this, and that's a 25%. So this is only a $60 position. So we need to times that by about 3. We need to do about 125 SUI on this. Oh, okay. So we're at a 3x leverage. Okay, so I need to divide this by 3. Okay, got it. So that's okay. Now we're in a $200 position. Open short. Confirm. All right, let's see if we get our fill on that SUI position. Let's see if we can make like, I don't know what we would make on that, actually. I don't think it would be much, but I think it would be like $50, something like that. See what the take profit on. So, yeah, we wouldn't really lose much on this. We would make about 25% on this. It'd be like a $50 trade. I don't know why this thing looks like this. This is really annoying. Nothing I can do about it though. So anyways, that's what we're doing on SUI at $4.84 because we saw this trade setup. Let's see if it hits. If it doesn't, I really don't care. I really don't care. There's one other one that I would like to look at before we get off of the stream. Cardano. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is why TA's cool, but this is also like, this kind of sucks, right? So if you look at this position, I was like, okay, if you entered short here and you placed your stop loss just outside of here, it would have literally gone up outside of your stop loss by $1.15.19, and your stop loss was at $1.30, $1.13.72. It would have been 1.5 cents outside of your stop loss. You would have gotten stopped out, but guess what? Then it would have reversed and you would have went right back. It would have went right to where you wanted it to go. So that's my point right here. What I would have done is if I stopped out here, okay? Actually, I probably would have noticed like we never confirmed outside of this. So I probably would have moved my stop loss as soon as we were going up. I probably would have moved my stop loss up here. But let's say that I didn't, right? Say that you did stop out here. Guess what? As soon as you come back down here and you bearishly backtest this channel, right? You could either enter that short position once this thing breaks and just see. But if you bounce, then that's where you would flip long. So I still would have probably made money on this trade, even though I stopped out here. I would have just repositioned and I would have said, okay, now I'm getting a little bit not as good of a fill. But as soon as we broke that line to the downside, I would have said, okay, I'm going to set my stop loss above this, right? And now I'm still going to target the same place. And now I have a 2x risk to reward on this. I'm going to make all the money back that I barely lost on this trade. And then we're going to take it all the way down here. And you would have gotten hit within the next 8 hours, man. That would have been a quick profit trade. So I kind of like to give people the scenarios of if you do get stopped out and then it starts to reverse and show that you were correct on your trade, you can still reposition. You're not going to get as good of a price. Maybe you had to catch it right here, right? You still got a 2x risk to reward on, or a 1.5x risk to reward on this. And what I wouldn't do is if I caught it here, I would set my stop loss here. But if I caught it here, right, just under the 100 moving average, I would just set my stop loss here. And I would have a 3x risk to reward on that, right? And then I would ride it all the way down. And what I lost over here pales in comparison to what I gained, right? I lost what, 2.5%, but over here I gained what? I would have gained 9.5%. So overall profitability of 7% on that trade, man. Like that's what the point of repositioning is, right? A lot of people don't reposition themselves after a stop out, right? Just understand what the market's doing at that point. And a lot of people also, they don't add to their friggin' winners, man. Like for me, I add to my winners. Okay. If I'm profitable, I will take money off, right? So I know that I'm profitable on Bitcoin, right? Let's go to the BTC chart. How do I get to it? Right here. So I enter here, right, at, 95.8. I know I'm profitable here. I'm willing to take profits. I take half of my profits off of the table at this key resistance level. And I say if it continues to run, I still make more money, right? And then I set my stop loss here if I really want to. Or what you can do is, since you know that this is winning, if it comes back down and retests that key level, which is right here, right? Show you that key level. You can just re-add right to your position and say, okay, we were at the value area high. Where's my value area high? Give me 1 second. Or not the value area high, the point of control. We reclaimed the point of control. We've confirmed above it. If we back test it, you can add that 0.2 that you took from this trade right here and you took profit. You can just add it right back, right? And then boom, right it up to the value area high. So a lot of people don't add to their winners either, but you have to have confirmations, granted, in order to be able to add to your winners. But dude, add to your winners whenever the chart is telling you to do it. That's why I have this order right here, man. That's why I have this open order to open a 0.2 Bitcoin at $98,500, which is right above this point of control right here. I mean, it's very simple, right? Buy support, sell resistance. Buy support, sell resistance. Then flip that resistance to support, buy the support, sell the resistance. You blast through that, right? You flip it to resist, or you flip it from resistance to support. You buy support, you sell resistance, right? It's pretty simple. Where's my downward sloping trend channel? Boom, right there. You flip this to support, you buy the support, you sell the resistance. You flip this to support, you buy the support, you sell the resistance right up here. Bam. That's it. It's that simple. It's literally that simple, man. Where's my other line? Yeah, that's the horizontal ray there. This one? It's not that one. Where's the key levels? One second. In any case, you sell at this resistance level, right? This resistance level at 102.3. It's very simple. So let's see how far we can take this trade. As it sits right now, we're in $1,200 profit. And at most, I think if I take this trade off right now, we're at just over $1,000 profit overnight. So this is exactly what we're doing. This is exactly what I'm teaching. This is exactly what I want to see other people doing in this market. So if you enjoy content like this, man, make sure you smash the like button. Seriously, it helps out a lot. There's 33 people on this live. It would be nice to have 33 likes as well. It would be nice to have a bunch of comments. If you have something you want me to look at and you're watching this after the stream, let me know in the comment section in the stream and I'll look at it on the next stream. All you got to do is show up to the next stream, see the TA on whatever it is that you requested. Now, let's continue to go out here and get this money. Wolfer Power Hour is absolutely printing for people. Let me know if you're taking these trades and if you're getting gains, right? And obviously subscribe to the channel. That helps out tremendously in you understanding and knowing whenever it is that I'm going live, because this isn't at a set time every day. I have to fit this into my schedule. So sometimes it'll be 11 a.m. Sometimes it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes it'll, be whatever. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Boom. Bang on that notification bell. See you in the next stream. I appreciate everybody. Peace.